Drew Barrymore, a name synonymous with talent and resilience, has etched her mark on the annals of Hollywood history. Like a roller coaster ride, her journey has been filled with immense heights and heartbreaking lows. Drew Barrymore's introduction to the world of showbiz came at a young age, born into the legendary Barrymore family on February 22, 1975. Drew Barrymore seemed destined for stardom from the moment she entered the world. She began acting at a very young age and made her acting debut at the age of just 11 months old in a television commercial. However, her first significant role came at the age of 7, when she portrayed the character of Gertie in Steven Spielberg's iconic film E.T. the Extraterrestrial. The film's monumental success catapulted her into the spotlight, making her an overnight sensation and a household name. In the years following her breakout role, Drew Barrymore showcased her versatility and talent as she embarked on a journey through various film projects. And in 1984, Drew captivated audiences in the movie Irreconcilable Differences, earning her a nomination for a Young Artist Award. Throughout the 1990s, Drew continued to captivate audiences with her performances in films like Poison Ivy, Boys on the Side, and Scream, demonstrating her range as an actress. But Drew Barrymore's influence in Hollywood extends beyond her performances on screen. In 1995, Drew co-founded Flower Films, her own production company, alongside business partner Nancy Juvonen. Flower Films was born out of Drew's desire for creative autonomy and her passion for storytelling. Named after Drew's affinity for nature and beauty, Flower Films quickly blossomed into a powerhouse in the film industry. With Drew's artistic vision and Nancy's business acumen, Flower Films hit the ground running, producing a diverse range of films that captured hearts and captivated audiences. Their debut production, Never Been Kissed, starring Drew herself, was a romantic comedy sensation that set the stage for Flower Films' meteoric rise to success. From action-packed blockbusters like Charlie's Angels to thought-provoking indie darlings like Donnie Darko, Flower Films demonstrated its versatility and commitment to quality storytelling. But perhaps most importantly, Flower Films became a champion for female-driven stories and a platform for empowering women in the film industry. Drew Barrymore's dedication to showcasing strong female characters both on and off screen has left an indelible mark on Hollywood. But behind the scenes, Drew's life was spiraling into a darker narrative. By the age of 9, Drew had her first taste of alcohol. By 10, it was marijuana, and by 12, cocaine had entered the scene. The pressure of early fame, combined with a tumultuous family life, paved a treacherous path. Drew Barrymore's parents, John Drew Barrymore and Jade Barrymore, had a complex and tumultuous relationship with her during her early years, particularly around the time of her struggles with addiction. John Drew Barrymore, her father, had a troubled life himself, marked by substance abuse and legal issues. He was largely absent from Drew's life, contributing little to her upbringing. Jade Barrymore, her mother, had custody of Drew and was responsible for her upbringing. However, their relationship was fraught with difficulties. Jade allowed Drew to be exposed to the adult world of Hollywood at a very young age, including taking her to parties where drugs and alcohol were readily available. This environment played a significant role in Drew's early addiction problems. But Drew's story is one of remarkable resilience. At 13, facing a life-or-death crossroad, she found herself institutionalized. It was a harsh wake-up call. By 14, she achieved legal emancipation from her parents. This move was a significant step in her journey towards recovery and establishing a more stable and healthy life away from the toxic influences of her early childhood.
Our lifestyle together was not traditional, so putting it mildly. Like walking away from my mom and shaking hands and saying we need to emancipate, those were just the facts. That was where our journey had led us to, and we were actually okay with that. That's where we needed to go at that point.
Drew Barrymore's early struggles with addiction did impact her career, but she never completely disappeared from the spotlight. During her most intense periods of substance abuse as a child and early teenager, her career did slow down significantly. After her rise to fame in E.T. the Extraterrestrial, she appeared in a few movies that did not achieve similar success, and her personal challenges became a focal point for the media. However, after her stint in rehabilitation and subsequent recovery process, in her mid-teens, Barrymore managed a comeback. By the early 1990s, she began to re-establish her career. She took on new roles that shifted her image from a troubled child star to a more mature actress. Her resurgence in the 1990s was marked by a series of roles that not only redefined her image, but also showcased her range and depth as an actress. Off-screen, she became a vocal advocate for recovery and sobriety, using her past to empower others. Entering the new millennium, Drew Barrymore continued to shine as a versatile and beloved figure in Hollywood. Her role in Charlie's Angels at the dawn of 2000 marked a high-octane resurgence, blending action with undeniable charm. Alongside her on-screen exploits, Drew also thrived behind the scenes. Her production company, Flower Films, was integral in bringing fresh stories to life, including the cult classic Donnie Darko. Drew's appeal in romantic comedies flourished with hits like 50 First Dates and Music and Lyrics, enchanting audiences with her warmth and witty performances. In 2009, Drew took on one of her most challenging roles in Grey Gardens, playing Little Edie. Her transformation earned her a Golden Globe, showcasing her depth as an actress. Drew also made her directorial debut with Whip It, a spirited tale about empowerment and roller derby. Her vision brought a unique, feminist perspective to the silver screen. In 2011, Drew Barrymore found love with Will Kopelman. The couple quickly hit it off and got engaged in January 2012. They tied the knot on June 2, 2012, in a beautiful ceremony surrounded by family and friends. Just a few months later, in September 2012, Drew and Will welcomed their first daughter, Olive Barrymore Kopelman, into the world. The family grew even more with the arrival of their second daughter, Frankie Barrymore Kopelman, on April 22, 2014. However, not all fairy tales last forever. In April 2016, Drew and Will announced their separation, and by August 2016, their divorce was finalized. The exact reasons for their split weren't publicly detailed, but Drew has mentioned in interviews that they realized they were different people who wanted different things. But despite the end of their marriage, Drew and Will have remained committed to co-parenting their daughters, ensuring that Olive and Frankie receive all the love and support they need. Drew has also spoken about the challenges of balancing personal and professional life and the difficulties of maintaining a relationship in the public eye. As a mother, Drew Barrymore is incredibly hands-on and devoted. She cherishes the time she spends with her daughters, Olive and Frankie, and often shares the joy and fulfillment they bring to her life. Despite the challenges, Drew describes motherhood as the most rewarding part of her life and continues to provide a nurturing and loving environment for her children. Expanding her horizons, Drew ventured into the business world with the launch of Flower Beauty in 2013, emphasizing affordable, cruelty-free products. Her entrepreneurial spirit mirrored her creativity, making beauty accessible to all. Returning to television, Drew starred in the Netflix series Santa Clarita Diet, where she brought her trademark humor to the role of a suburban mom-turned-zombie. The show was a hit, praised for its originality and comedic flair. Through the years, Drew Barrymore has remained a resilient, dynamic force in entertainment. From child star to Hollywood mogul, her journey is one of transformation and tenacity, inspiring a new generation. In 2020, Drew took on a new role as a talk show host. The Drew Barrymore Show reflects her personality, warm, authentic, and open, inviting viewers into her world of curiosity and compassion. Here, she connects with people from all walks of life, discussing everything from pop culture to personal struggles, embodying her belief in the power of conversation. Drew has been candid about her battles with addiction. Her openness about her recovery journey continues to inspire those facing similar challenges, reinforcing the message that it's never too late to change your story. Drew's commitment to bettering the world has been evident in her involvement with various charitable organizations, focusing on issues from hunger to education. Her efforts go beyond more participation, driving change as an advocate for those in need. And for environmental sustainability, Drew has integrated green practices into her businesses and personal life. Her commitment to the planet is reflected in her choice of projects and partnerships, advocating for a healthier, more sustainable future. Drew Barrymore's story is far from over. As she continues to evolve, her legacy in film, business, and advocacy only grows stronger, proving that renewal is not just possible, but powerful. Today, Drew Barrymore stands as a testament to the power of overcoming adversity. Her journey from a child star with a troubled past to her evolution into a multifaceted actress, producer, and entrepreneur. Drew's journey is nothing short of inspiring. Drew Barrymore's life is a testament to her unwavering spirit and enduring influence. As she continues to evolve, she remains a cherished figure, whose legacy extends far beyond the silver screen. What do you think of Drew Barrymore's story? Let us know in the comments below. As we close this chapter, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more inspiring stories from Hollywood.